Hello everyone! A little while ago I shared with you a set of opaque watercolors by FUUMUUI, and I really loved them. I thought they were so much fun because you can use them diluted like watercolors or with less water, and they turn into almost something like gouache. FUUMUUI sent me the Macaron set, which is a set of pastel colors. There are 24 of them. And they are set up the exact same way as the muted color sets that I previously shared with you. They come in a tin, and inside you get a paper for your color swatches, and it gives you all the information about the pigments for each color, the transparency, and the light fastness. On the other side of that paper, I failed to show you that on the video, but it gives you a bit more information about the paint, that it's made with premium gum arabic that's chosen specifically for opaque watercolors, that they are high quality pigments evaluated for light fastness and opacity, that they deliver rich vibrant colors, and that they remain vibrant with both wet and dry techniques. There's a bit more info, but that's the gist of it. What is nice with this set is also that you can remove the pans, and if you don't have much room on your desk, and if you want to use only a few colors, you can just put them on your desk near you. It has a little lip, and you can maybe rest your paintbrush on it. I like the fact that the pans are pretty big, that way you can use a variety of sizes of brushes. Also, they come in different colors. So there's the muted set that I showed you before. There's these Macaron, Dreamy Macaron, that are more of a pastel set. They have earthy colors, they have vivid colors, and warm terracotta colors that are more like portrait colors. So when I swatched all the colors, once the swatches were dry, I added a line of paint with hardly any water, just to see how opaque they are. So those colors are really pretty. So when I was done swatching all the colors, what I found interesting is my water, my dirty water, was all white, like milk almost. Not as white as milk, but you can tell that there is white in every single color, and you can see actually on the color chart PW6, which is a white pigment. So you don't really see any colors at all in that dirty water, just the white. I thought that was very interesting. So other than that, some colors are more vibrant than others. Again, they're all pastel colors. But I really like them, especially the orange, the bottom left, and the one next to it, the rose. They're really beautiful. So for a start, I just wanted to do a couple little sketches real quick to get familiar with the paints and the colors of the paints. And so I decided to paint some flowers. I thought it was a very nice warm-up exercise. And it made me more familiar with the paints and how the colors behave on the paper. Like I said earlier, I like how they can be nice and opaque. So it's fun to play with that transparency and opacity of the paint. I mean, when you think about it, if you're familiar with gouache, often when you paint with gouache, you will start with a more diluted mix, and then as you keep on adding layers, you add less and less water. Well, you can do the same with these watercolors. They blend and mix really well. And when I was done with the sketches, because I'm so used to get more contrast with my values, I thought the result was so pale. I'm just not used to that I just wanted to line my drawings. So I used black ink, but I think black was a bit too harsh. I probably should have used a blue or a brown, or just leave them unlined. But that's why you do some warm-up exercises to just learn what your material can do. So when I was done with those sketches, I went for a more in-depth painting, And I decided to paint a cupcake because I thought the colors would work great with a cupcake. You can use pastel colors and it will make it look fun. So I did the same thing. I started with a watered down wash for the first layer. And then for the shadows, I just used less water. I'm not much into pastel colors. I like them. I think they're really pretty. But I don't really use them much because I tend to paint more realistic subjects. That said, I really enjoyed those colors, and it kind of pushed me to figure out what to paint with them. I need to play with them a bit more just to enjoy them. But I think that if you have several of those sets, you can mix and match the colors and find what you the colors you need for the painting you're doing. So I kept on building layers upon layers, and then after a while I decided that I wanted to line that painting also, but not with ink this time. And I thought it would be a good idea to just use pencils and use a different color depending on which part of the painting. So I used an orange for the cake, and then purple for the icing, and pink for the cherry on top. And once that was done, I pushed the shadows even more. And by the way, in some areas, when the paint was dry, I tried to re-wet it and spread it, and it worked great. So they're really easy to use. And finally, I wanted to add some highlights on the edge of the frosting. First I tried with a colored pencil, a white colored pencil, but it didn't work the way I wanted it to work. So I tried gouache. I'm not very good at it. Just using gouache to do the highlights. I need to practice more. So I ended up using an acrylic marker instead. And it was much easier. I was able to work on the fine details much better than using a brush with gouache. So yeah, I had a lot of fun. Let me know if since last video you get to try some of these sets of opaque watercolors and how you like them. If you have any tips, I'm open. Let me know. But I can't wait to play with them more. Thank you everyone for stopping by. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. I will put a link in the description below in case you're interested in purchasing those paints or any of the other colors. Have a wonderful day everyone. I'll see you soon with another video. Bye bye.